Lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup Misfit. And today I finally have my update for Beauty Chest. I am filming this once again. The date is supposed to go up, but the delay in filming this has actually helped me reach some goals. So we will be rolling a couple of items out, which means I get to replace them a little bit later on, which is really exciting. So before I get into showing you guys, what I've been working on, I do have my laptop up here next to me, so if I'm moving things around, it's because it's going to sleep. And I also had to use it to plug in the ring light because, again, it's another dreary day today that has been a little bit rainy, so I needed just a little bit extra help with the lighting. So I apologize for the reflection in my glasses because it's a little bit annoying. But anyways, let's get into the products and let's chat about the first one, which is birthday money. So you could have rolled in absolutely anything you wanted for this product. I wanted to roll in something fun and I pulled in my other Bitter Lace Beauty highlighter. Now, I had a total of 5 uses on this for my goal. Last month I was sitting at 4 and I couldn't quite remember exactly where I was at. Thought maybe 3, potentially less than that. So I did use it an additional 2 times, which is really exciting because really I only needed to use it the once. But those 2 uses were yesterday and today. So unfortunately, it was held off until the very end, even though it does have an additional use, and that makes me happy. This highlighter, for some reason, just kind of tends to, go under everything else. Like, I just completely forget about it for some reason, and I would like to try and bring it to the forefront of my collection just a little bit more. I know I'm working on other highlighters at the moment, quite a few, to be honest, in this project and Alice in Wonderland. So I do have a few that I'm trying to focus on, but I would like to try and pull this into other projects throughout the rest of this year just to see the kind of progress that I can make on it. Now, it does basically look the same as last month. However, there is now this tiny little piece of pan showing out there, which is really exciting. It is tiny, but it is additional pan nonetheless, and just showing that progress is being made. So 6 uses on this in total. I get to roll it out because I have hit my 5 use goal. Another item that I'm going to pull in, or that I did pull in, the prompt was return a product. So something that was not a favorite. And for that, I have my Revlon Bare Fair lipstick. Now, I want to completely finish this off. I do have some really good use on this. I already did when I pulled it into the project. But I really haven't been focusing on it as much as I would have liked to. If you watched my Alice in Wonderland update a couple of days ago, you would know that I was really working on my e.l.f. lipstick, whatever it's called. And that is where my focus went. I had rolled it out of that project because I was so close to actually completely finishing it off. And for me, finishing off a product means hitting the plastic piece of the component there. I don't dig into it. And I am really happy to say that I actually had my final use on that e.l.f. product this morning. The plastic piece was tugging at my lips. So it is officially done, and now I can really focus in on this lipstick here. There was a few times where I would pair this with the e.l.f. one as well, more so just in the center of my lips, just to get an extra use or 2 on it, but I definitely didn't do it a lot. But I have reapplied my lipstick before I sat down to film, and I did reach for this. So this is back in my purse now, and hopefully what I will continue to use until it's finished. I hope it's not going to take me too long. This project ends, I think it's in August. So I've definitely got some time, but I'm hoping to get it out before then, hopefully a couple more months. If I'm wearing this every day and reapplying, then I can definitely make a lot more progress on it quicker. So this is going to be sticking around for a little bit longer. Then Makeup Therapy is a product that makes you happy, and I love fun, glittery, sparkly, flaky eyeshadow sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. But the shade Free Spirit from the Groovy Garden palette makes me happy. It is beautiful. I love the color of it. I love the tone of it. However, when I was reaching for it and wearing it all over the lid, it really wasn't working out the way that I had hoped to. This is Free Spirit here, and I wanted to hit side pan. As you can tell, I have officially hit the side of the pan down there, and that happened this morning. I am wearing it as an inner corner. The only time that I ever really liked it on the lid was when it was my birthday party where I had done a pink look and I had taken a very small amount of this and tapped it into the center of the lid. It looked beautiful with the pink, probably because it was pink. But when I tried to pair this with other things and I would put it over, the first half of my lid, I didn't always really enjoy how it came out. So this was one shade that I figured I needed to use in small quantities, whether that was the inner corner, just tapped very lightly into the center of the lid. I think I did that yesterday when I went to work, but I am happy that I have now reached the bottom of the pan there. So I also get to roll out that shade and pull something else in for that. Then no makeup is something that is almost finished. So of course the goal is to completely finish it off. Now I rolled in the smoothing base from Holo Taco. It has been moving around a little bit, but you can see where I'm sitting at, and I am very low in the bottle. This is getting a lot more difficult to use, and when I am applying it, it is a little streakier. I don't really want to thin it out, but I might have to throw a couple of drops in there just to be able to use it a little bit easier. So I did just apply really, really quickly the other night, a very fast nail look. So that's what's on my nails today. I used this, but the application of some of the polish going on top of this base is not the nicest. So we're going to see. I'm hoping that within a few more nail looks, I'll be able to officially call this quits. Whether it's completely finished or not, I don't know. It just kind of depends on how the usage and application goes, but it will be as close to finish as possible before I roll this out. So I don't know if that's going to happen next month in May or in June, but I do think it's going to happen soon. And I actually did just purchase the pink smoothing base. I wasn't going to, but I do like to have it to smooth out my nails for some looks. So I figured having at least one of them in my collection would be nice. And I wanted to try the pink one instead of just this like natural toned one, because it also kind of like tints your nail. So if all I want to do is just throw on a smoothing base, something super simple, I would prefer the pink over this one. So this will be in again for the next little bit, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to officially call it quits. We'll have to see. And then I also rolled in last month makeup therapy once again. So again, something that makes you happy. And I decided to pull in a highlighter because, I'm working on so many. I pulled in the Super Glow from Natasha Denona. I love this thing. Now, I had a total of 9 uses as my goal. I have used this 3, potentially 4 times, so we're going to just stick with 3. And I really have been enjoying it. Basically, I'm just kind of focusing my brush like on this part right here. Not necessarily trying to like hit the side of the pan here with the top layer, but if it happens, it happens. I'm just trying to kind of get a little bit more use on it, whether that's going to end up expanding the pan or not. I don't know. I'm okay if it doesn't. I think I'm not really focusing near the bottom of it. It's more of like the top layer just to kind of wear it down a bit. So what did I say? I'm sticking with 3 uses. So I have 6 more to go. So whether I knock that out in the next month, I don't know. Might be 2. Maybe in June, I'm going to have a real good refresh update. But yeah, this is definitely sticking around as well. So I have 2 items that are sticking around. 3 items that are sticking around. I have this highlighter, I have the smoothing base, and I have the lipstick. So that means I get to roll in 2 brand new prompts, which I have my phone here to do that with. So we are going to see what brand new prompts are going to be rolled in. I have my notebook next to me as well. There's 33 prompts. I do have to apparently update this, so I will do that later. Okay, so 1 through 33, let's see what 2 we get. Number 8, which is broken packaging. So I have to exchange a product for something broken. Oh, exchange for something broken. Or do I just want to pull in something that's broken? I don't know. And then number 1, which is makeup therapy again, 3 times in a row. Another product that makes me happy. So this is gonna be fun. I'm rolling out one makeup therapy, but I am pulling it in again. So I only have a few minutes here. So I'm going to run off really quick, go find 2 products. I think I'm just gonna pull in something with broken packaging instead of exchanging a product because, well, do I exchange this? Because I do really want to get these 2 items finished off, and I feel like the smoothing base I would probably use outside of the project. The lipstick I may as well, but I feel like it would just be better to keep them in. Do I exchange? I'm just gonna go see what I have. Okay, I only got a couple of minutes before I gotta head back to work. So let me go take a peek at my collection, see what I have that's broken, because I know there's something, and something that makes me happy, and I will be right back. Okay, so for broken packaging, I don't know why it took me a moment to realize what I should have pulled in, but I have my Mercury Retrograde palette from Huda Beauty. I know there's a few people using this as their Pen That palette this year, but this is what mine is currently looking like, and I want to completely finish off as many shades as I can in this palette. That's my ultimate goal for it. This shade down here I had to repress because it kind of fell out. This one I had to repress because it was getting hard to use. Do I want to finish off a shimmer over a matte first? Not really, to be honest. But there's not a lot besides this matte right here that has decent usage that could go a lot quicker. But I think I'm going to focus on that shade right there. I believe it's called Crash. And I want to not finish it off in this project. But I think what I'm going to do is I want to clear out this bottom portion of the pan. That's what my goal is going to be. So because I have hit side pan here in another project, I'm going to take from this point across, and I want to completely finish off the bottom portion of that shade. That's what I'm going to do. And then it'll just help me finish off a matte, and it'll also help me get closer to finishing off another shade in this palette. So this is my broken packaging, which, what was the actual prompt name? Broken packaging. Okay. Then for something that makes you happy, I love this nail polish called Never Tied Down from Holo. I want to use this. I was debating doing this on my nails before I did this really quick one, but I was running out of time. This is not what I'm going to use next, but I want to throw a 2-use goal on it. It's gonna probably take me a little bit, but that's fine. This is absolutely beautiful. You can see where I'm sitting at. So whether or not there's gonna be a difference in the bottle, I don't know, doesn't really matter to me. I just want to use it a total of 2 times. And I think I can probably get one of those uses in for the next update. Am I going to get them both? No, more than likely not. So this will be in here for 2+ months, but I am really happy about it regardless because I just love this shade on my nails so much. It's one of my favorite, just color-wise, formula-wise. I really, really enjoy it. So these are my 2 new products. I did put everything else back. I am going to keep this in here. I know the prompt says to exchange for broken packaging, but I do want to get a little bit more use on here, so I am just going to keep it in. But I am really looking forward to getting a lot more use on that Crash shade now. Pulling this in, like I said, I have my Bare Fair lipstick, actually, which is still right here, and then the smoothing base polish from Holo. I did put that back, but I'm thinking that's going to be out in the next couple of months. Okay, so that is what I will be working on. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do have to get going and head back to work. So that is it. That's all. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.